34 years ago, a single stretch of asphalt became the most photographed battlefield of modern warfare. Charred vehicles stretched for miles, creating images that still spark heated debates in military academies worldwide. But here's what most people don't know. Modern intelligence reports have completely rewritten the story we thought we knew about the highway of death. Updated casualty estimates, declassified documents, and advanced forensic analysis have revealed shocking details that challenge everything the public was told in 1991. Today, we're examining this controversial Gulf War incident through the lens of 2025 military expertise. The difference between what happened and what we were told comes down to one simple fact: the tools we use to analyze warfare have fundamentally changed. The intelligence revolution that changed everything. Satellite imagery technology in 2025 operates at resolutions that make the 1991 Gulf War surveillance equipment look like disposable cameras from a gas station. Modern military historians have spent the past 5 years feeding every single frame of declassified footage from February 1991 into advanced image processing systems that can identify details invisible to the human eye. The results have been nothing short of revolutionary for understanding what actually happened on Highway 80. These aren't your grandfather's photo analysts squinting at grainy black and white prints with magnifying glasses. Contemporary forensic analysis techniques borrowed from criminal investigations and archaeological surveys have been systematically applied to declassified CIA and Pentagon archives that were sealed for over 3 decades. Document analysis software can now detect alterations, redactions, and inconsistencies in official reports that were impossible to spot using 1990s technology. Over 47,000 previously classified documents related to Gulf War operations have been processed through advanced analytical systems since 2015. What these new analytical methods revealed about vehicle positioning and convoy composition doesn't match the neat military narrative that dominated public understanding for 30 years. Spectral analysis of aerial photography shows vehicle clustering patterns that suggest organized tactical formations rather than panicked retreat columns. Heat signature mapping reveals that many vehicles were stationary for extended periods rather than actively fleeing when the attacks commenced. The precision of vehicle spacing and the systematic nature of the convoy arrangement indicate military discipline that contradicts reports of chaotic evacuation. AI-powered image analysis systems have identified previously missed details in the wreckage patterns that human analysts overlooked for decades. Machine learning algorithms trained on modern battlefield archaeology can distinguish between different types of explosive damage, vehicle modifications, and cargo configurations. These systems have cataloged over 1,200 individual vehicles along the highway route and classified them by type, condition, and apparent military or civilian origin. The AI analysis revealed that approximately 40% of the destroyed vehicles showed evidence of armor plating or military equipment mounting systems that weren't mentioned in original intelligence assessments. The shocking discrepancy between 1991 media reports and what advanced technology now shows creates serious questions about information accuracy during active combat operations. Thermal imaging analysis indicates that the destruction occurred over a much longer time frame than originally reported. Instead of a concentrated attack lasting several hours, the evidence suggests sustained operations spanning nearly 18 hours across multiple convoy positions. Vehicle debris patterns analyzed through trajectory modeling software show that many attacks came from multiple directions simultaneously, indicating coordinated strikes rather than opportunistic target engagement. Ground-penetrating radar surveys conducted between 2018 and 2023 have found evidence that contradicts original battlefield assessments in fundamental ways. Subsurface scanning has identified metal signatures consistent with buried military equipment, unexploded ordnance, and vehicle components scattered across a much wider area than previously documented. The radar surveys detected anomalous readings at 73 locations along the highway corridor where official reports indicated no significant activity occurred. Soil analysis from these sites shows chemical signatures consistent with military-grade explosives and petroleum products at concentrations far exceeding what surface wreckage would account for. Military academies worldwide have been quietly revising their case studies on this incident as new evidence emerges from ongoing research projects. The Naval War College updated its Gulf War curriculum in 2022 to include sections on intelligence limitations and information warfare. West Point revised its ethics coursework to address targeting decisions made with incomplete battlefield intelligence. International military schools in Britain, France, and Germany have incorporated lessons about technology limitations affecting wartime decision-making. The technological advances that uncovered hidden aspects of the February 27th attack extend beyond simple image enhancement. Electromagnetic signature analysis of preserved equipment fragments reveals communication patterns and electronic warfare capabilities that weren't fully understood in 1991. Chemical analysis of explosive residues has identified specific munition types and deployment patterns that provide detailed timelines of the attack sequence. Metallurgical examination of vehicle wreckage shows stress patterns and damage characteristics that indicate the scale and intensity of weapons used exceeded what was publicly disclosed. Everything the public thought they knew about casualty numbers was based on incomplete data collection methods that were standard for 1991 but appear primitive by current analytical standards. Demographic modeling software applied to vehicle capacity estimates, population distribution data, and evacuation patterns suggests casualty figures that differ significantly from original military assessments. Statistical analysis of vehicle-to-occupant ratios based on Gulf War-era Iraqi military transport protocols indicates much higher personnel concentrations than coalition intelligence estimated during active operations. Modern technology has proven that the original intelligence reports were fundamentally flawed in ways that change our entire understanding of what happened on Highway 80. The combination of enhanced imagery analysis, archaeological survey techniques, and advanced statistical modeling has produced a comprehensive picture of the incident that contradicts key assumptions that guided both military operations and subsequent historical analysis. But these technological revelations raise an even more disturbing question. If our understanding of what happened on the highway was so fundamentally wrong, what does that say about our understanding of why it happened in the first place? Saddam's strategic miscalculation through modern eyes. Geopolitical analysts in 2025 view Saddam Hussein's invasion strategy through a completely different lens than their 1991 counterparts ever imagined. The conventional wisdom from 3 decades ago painted the Kuwait invasion as an impulsive grab for oil wealth by a desperate dictator facing massive war debts. Modern strategic assessment reveals something far more calculated and ambitious. Regional power dynamics experts now recognize that Saddam's August 1990 border crossing represented the opening move in a comprehensive plan to reshape Middle Eastern geopolitics that extended far beyond simple debt cancellation or resource seizure. Contemporary understanding of Middle Eastern oil economics reveals deeper motivations that 1991 analysts completely missed. The Kuwait invasion wasn't just about controlling additional oil reserves or eliminating the massive debt Iraq owed to Kuwait from the Iran-Iraq War. Newly available economic modeling shows that controlling Kuwaiti production would have given Iraq leverage over global oil pricing mechanisms that could have fundamentally altered the balance of power between OPEC nations and Western consumers. Saddam understood that whoever controlled Kuwait's massive Bergen oil field alongside Iraq's existing reserves would essentially control 20% of global oil production. This level of market influence would have provided Iraq with economic weapons that could challenge Western dominance in ways that conventional military power never could. Declassified Iraqi military documents obtained through intelligence sharing agreements signed in 2019 show that invasion planning was far more sophisticated than originally believed by coalition intelligence services. These documents reveal detailed contingency scenarios for various international responses, including specific plans for defending against different types of coalition formations. Iraqi military planners had prepared for everything